my lateness due to obligation at the school that I work. I am a football coach here in the city of Newport News at Denby High School. So as a coach, unfortunately, I get called a whole lot of things as a coach, especially when we're not successful on the football field. But it never really bothered me because that goes with the job of being a coach, to get criticized, ridiculed for decisions that we make. But I will say this process has bothered me a little bit. And the reason why I can say it bothered me because since 2002, I've been a part of the Newport News school system. This is the only place I ever held a job. I've been paraprofessional, started off. I've been working in the homebound department. I've been a counselor for the past 13 years now at Greenwood, Lee Hall, Newsom Park, Epps Elementary School, now currently at Denby High School. So the school system means a lot to me. And why I say it's been disheartening because I consider a lot of people that I work with not just friends, but surrogate family members. And this past year, throughout this budget process, it has been some of those people that I considered family members have turned foes. And it's been upsetting because the primary reason I sought to be in this position was to be able to help young people. That's my passion, to be able to work with young people. I mentor young people in this profession. I've unfortunately as well had some of my young people tragically lose their lives, whether it's disease or violence. So I've been driving back and forth through the city and picking up some of my football players when they didn't have rides to practice. So spending money out of my own pocket to make sure we have food for the kids to eat. So I understand a lot of where you are coming from. I'm in the grind every day. So, but to hear that Coach Harris, Mr. Harris, City Councilman Harris is against education, to hear that he's anti-teacher raises has bothered me because I know how hard the people I work with every day, the energy, the time that they put in to just have a session in their classroom, or for a counselor to be able to hold their meetings or to make schedules for students. I understand all that. And then when I get data, because that's what we go off of, the data that we receive. And we are getting what is perceived to be actuals, and then somebody else says it's not actuals. And then to be caught up in the middle of it, yes, it's conflicting because what's going back and forth between us, I know you are confused. So that's why I continue to hope and pray that we stop talking about people working together and the budget departments do work together. And if we can do that, then we wouldn't be having this conversation year after year that we're having. I mean, it's something that's been requested as far as I know, but it hasn't worked out. But it's something that needs to be done. And if it's not going to get done, we'll be doing the same thing again next year. So I hope that all the egos and everything can be put aside and people stop showing this and stop showing that with everybody being together so we can show something together. Because I can put up a bunch of stuff and people can believe it, and somebody else can put up a bunch of stuff and people can believe it, but what's actual facts is what needs to be placed. And like I said, moving forward, I hope that is something we can do, because I don't have any problem saying it, and I hope I don't get in trouble saying it because it would affect me, but we need a raise. I would like a raise, but I have to also understand that I have to take into account what is being displayed. My mind's all over the place because yes, I want my teachers, I want us to get a raise, but then the city data says what's being allocated where. Well, we need to get together. And long story short, I hope that happens in the near future.
Yeah. Thank you.